And what is your best answer? We stopped on the structure. We test you for verb, find the subject, find verb, find object. We found so to study the climate, what we should do to the climate, to this fact. We should exaggerate. Exaggerate is to overstate something that could be not true. How?
Yes, yes.
To invent how. I'm just looking
Stimulate.
for. And how about letter D? Persevere, preserve. So preserve just like to protect from deterioration, to protect from spoiling or danger. But we must protect the climate how? But we
No.
must simulate. Why? Because
Yes.
here using computer modules that represent the climate. So this means simulation in computer language. That's one.
Yes.
Good job. What next?
Okay. Uh, see?
Is your voice like a C?
Yes.
Correct. In order to do what? They passed
To
law.
protect.
They passed law. They accepted law. They make rules to protect these areas from
Mm.
destroying. Correct.
Uh, we got to print all the sides. A.
Letter A, no. I told you any word has very or ver, it means it's chicken facts.
Oh.
And who did this action? We have comment. Remember the present participle phrase?
Yes.
The subject of the previous sentence did this action. So ancestors did what to the plant's survival? To ensure the plant
Mm.
survival. Make sure it is survived. So
Mm.
how verify? We are not talking
Mm.
about a chicken information. Come on, what is next?
Okay. Okay. Mm, K. B.
How carelessly? Again, we test you for adverb. What does the adverb describe? Adjective,
The
verb,
the
or another
noun.
adjective? Well,
Mm.
it modifies three. Now, what does it modify?
And modifies the
Suspects, layers. of wooden object do what about survive? So layers carelessly survive? Ah, so it's not be at all. And the sturdily just like means hardly, strongly.
uh,
But how survive strongly? We're not talking about power or strength. Simply or rarely? Yes or no?
rarely, rarely.
Rarely means not.
Mm.
So again, look again. Wooden object. Do what? Subject and then verb and then verb then adverb. How the wooden object survive for so long due to their high susceptibility to rot. Susceptibility means vulnerability. It's exposed to be rotten, to be despoiled. If something is going to be despoiled or spoiled or destroyed, cannot survive. And here means not. So he give you the reason to imagine what happened. Simply means survived. But here he said exposure to rot. Exposed. It is under the risk of rotting. And you know, rotting is spoiling, damaging, no need, because it's opposite.
Mm.
What is next?
Uh, uh,
Follow the rules that we do.
okay. إيه
Letter A, no, follow the rules. Here we have adjectives. What does it describe? If you know, you can answer it in seconds. Look, pieces by the spoken word. Poet don't lose their nature. So their pieces. So what is the nature? What kind of nature? Melodic. Because he said sound already. Again, after the calling explanation, the language has the same pleasant musical quality. Pleasant musical quality already means melodic because of the calling. Calling explanation. As I told you before calling, we have complete sentence. After each explanation, we test you here, so read the explanation carefully. Are we talking about school, scholarly, knowledge, educating, something academic, something well researched? Nothing. Do we say that the pieces are educated?
No.
That's the point. How about a jar? A jar means opposite, something unpleasant. A jar means something bad, unpleasant, or discordant. Discordant like that. Discordant. I told you cord means love. So discordant, bad. Something don't love it. How is opposite? So C is wrong. And we're not talking about personal nature, of course, because peace is not human. Yes or no?
Mm. Yes. Okay. Uh,
Let me help.
mm.
The same point. Adjective, what does it describe? Artworks. What is explained in the text about artworks? Unknown? Do you have anything to say it's a secret? Anonymous? Hidden? Secretive? Anything? No. Anything to
It's
say?
vivid.
Anything to say it's definite?
Mm.
Different means it's a certain, something decided already.
No.
Reserved? Protected? How? Look for the word vivid. He said already rich history and the colors means vivid.
Mm.
Look, bold colors already means vivid.
Okay.
And that is something fascinated your eyes. Vivid. Look, visual arting. Vivid. So always find evidence. That's fine.
Mm.
But what does it describe? Very important. Adjective describe noun, as I told you. Try next. Help yourself.
إيه.
Letter A. No.
Then C. It's
Look,
not.
look. Okay, we test you for the subject. These what? Subject, allow, verb, fireflies, object. So these what allow fireflies of the same species to find each other.
Mm. Okay. So it's
طب let me help
very
you. Let me help you.
middle.
Let me help you.
Okay.
He said these. this,
these,
that, these, those. It's an indication to tell you what we need is before.
okay,
So what mentioned before in this sentence is the answer. Agreement. And we're talking about agreement between two things.
no,
So
no,
are we talking about decorations,
no,
patterns, or quantities? So these quantities can help, right? So because it talks about the flashes created by fireflies.
no,
Now we need to test you again. Is A correct? No. So what is the quantity of something here? But we are talking about the patterns. So it's a C, not A.
okay,
Because he before explained series of repeated flashes and pauses. This is describe what is the pattern. How was the pattern? Repeated flashes. You know, patterns is style, the behavior. But we're not talking about the quantity, amount of something. How? Amount of flashes, amount of flashes and pauses does not make sense. So A, it's
no,
wrong.
okay,
That's all. So be careful and follow the rules. Subject verb, have no problem. How about next?
no, no, C,
Correct. Perfect.
B, B, Mr.
Letter B.
B, B,
No. How B?
uh,
Look at me. Adjective, adjective, and adjective. The subject and the verb. Set is where seductive, attractive, charming, beautiful,
mm,
and inviting. If the city invite you, attracts you because it has restive, sharp thriller of pleasure, spring beauty. You catch it?
mm, yes,
So inviting, attractive. What is next?
A,
Let me have you. Look, a brief book review cannot fully convey. So the review cannot follow verb object. So we test you for object. All right. Now cannot convey what? Look for the evidence with its enormous cost of character. It's a complicated, complex. Complexity means something has a lot of details, a lot of characters and wandering plot, pages, number. This is very complex novel or brief book review. It has a lot of details. So this means complexity. We're not talking about it's accurate or not. There is no evidence about it. The review is accurate or wrong or true or untrue. No evidence about that. Inactivity, how? Restrained, what is restrained here or restricted rules on the review? Does not make sense. Yes or no?
Yes. Complexity. Yes.
And what is the next? Raise your
Yes.
voice.
Okay.
Dr. Shadden, raise your voice.
Uh, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay.
We need adjective to the access. You found access. Delicate means weak. Inevitable, unavoidable. There is no evidence. Habitual, something, no, it's habit. But what I'm talking about, it's usual or doing something regularly or repeatedly. Does not make sense.
Mm.
But newfound. But what means newfound? Means something you found it new, recently discovered, or recently established. That's it. Philip,
Mm.
as he mentioned, powerful technology, great breaking. Look, there's something you didn't. Okay, and look, he said here it was previously unavailable. In the past, it was unavailable. After discovering, we take advantage of discover. So found it means discover. Recently means new. What is next?
D.
Letter B, inventing? No.
No, D.
Well, how counting? What is the evidence of counting?
Counting them so that the audience is. Okay, one second. No, it's C. It's preserving them. Preserving them.
So now we must find what does the object refer to and what is the subject and verb and object,
Yes,
right?
yes. Uh, C.
You asking or answering?
Uh, both.
If something is spread far and wide, means X. X means something came out and extended, as you know, spanned.
Mm,
Do you remember the appositive phrase? Appositive phrase to describe the zoo. What is described about the zoo? Hidden, discussed. So we discuss zoo.
mm.
Quoted, kept the zoo. How? But extended. So follow the structure of grammar to help you.
B.
Letter B, it is perfect.
Mm.
E, subject, and that's brilliant. What helped you? The next one, she met the challenge by asking her grandmother. Good job.
Yes. D.
Letter D, it's correct. Remember, he gives you example to tell you what happened. Her performance, debated, featured. So she engaged. A and the C is opposite, of course.
Yes.
Now, the last question, if you answer it correctly, will go be to be set free prisoner.
Okay, I will try. B. It's B. I'm sure. B. 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 B.
Letter B, sure.
Yes. Yes. B.
No fun.
What? No. 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 Wait. It says I grew dreadfully afraid. However, the driver was not in the least disturbed. It means he was not alarmed, but the passenger was.
So letter B, it is correct. Now you are free and you
Yes.
are innocent from guilt. Good prisoner, you can go to the society and enjoy
Thank you.
all the time. Now